All right, it's about, I don't know, 6:30 in the morning here on Monday, and about a few miles south of the Oregon border in California. Basically, I'm wrapping up California here, and it's been a long ride in California, but it's a long state. It's like Florida, you know. With Florida, though, you had to go all the way down and then all the way back up. But anyways, it's been nice, beautiful landscape and everything in California. So, but I was riding by here and I decided to stop because I don't know if I gotta back up a little here, but they got this boat. I don't know who. I always say they, but you know how they are. They do everything, say everything, you know. But they put this boat here, and then they built this little ramp so you can put your bike right on the top there and take a picture of it right with the boat, you know. So I gotta say though that the atmosphere or you know, weather has changed quite a bit. Instead of being hot and dry, now it's a little chilly and wet. As you can see over there, the fog hanging in the trees there and stuff. That's been like that for the last couple of days now. And I think that it's, you know, I'm getting out of the dry, deserty kind of air and more into this, you know, as you go further north up the coast here, it's more like a rainforest type things, so I'm told. Oh, a little bird just flew in one of the vents there. Probably got a nest in there. But anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of birds all through this thing. So I don't know, there's no name on the boat. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it says gift shop on it. Oh, so this was probably that's been painted over though, but this was probably a gift shop in there and that went defunct. Anyways, cat running across here. But anyways, you know, we're doing it. I want to get some miles today. I want to get up, you know, pretty far into Oregon here today, and we'll see how it goes. You never know. So here we go, more to come. Well, here you are. Welcome to Oregon. Jeez, looks like the sign needs a little work. I hope this isn't, you know, more to come. All right, welcome to Oregon. Man, oh, my throat is like weird. Oh, but hey, can't we just call it weed? I mean, just call it weed. Why not? All right? Cannabis. What? I mean, weed. That's it. Just call it weed, please. All right. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but this is their sausage. It's like the size of the plate. And these here are what I'm told are O'Brien's. So it's potatoes and onions and peppers. So they call them O'Brien's. I was gonna Google it, but then I just asked her. So I'm not gonna eat it all. There you go, there's some logs. Kind of a cool setup they got, and then they take this back section, the axles, and collapse it somehow, and they put it up on top of the front section when it's empty, and I see them like that. So they're just sort of, they're hauling the trailer on top of the front truck part, you know. That thing's like long. That tractor is long. And they got the tag wheels. He doesn't even have the tag wheels down. Anyway, you know, because I'm a gearhead, I like this kind of crap. But here you go, load of logs. Oregon. I just wonder how many tsunamis went through here. I mean, some politician's brother-in-law decided they needed to have these signs, you know. I mean, they're all over the place here in Oregon. I gotta, how many tsunamis went through Oregon? You know, I mean, oh my goodness gracious. This is the kind of waste of money that blows my mind. There's some more, there's some lawn art. Looks like this guy's some artist or something. He's got a ton of this stuff here. I like the scarecrow. Really cool stuff. I gotta pull down here and get another video of some of it. All right, here's some more. I love the alien hitchhiking. That's great. But he's got all sorts of stuff here. Oh, geez, there he is, I think. Hey! I love your artwork. It's like he's busy working. Oregon. Cool looking bridge I'm gonna go over here. Looks like a, you know, all beach houses and stuff here. There's a lot of beautiful beach along here, but you see people walking the beach, but you don't see anybody swimming. That water must be cold. I'll tell you what, the weather has changed. I'm no longer hot. The temperature on my bike says 63 degrees, so, you know, there you go. Oregon. Cool bridge. Here I am in Tillamook, Oregon. This is the Blue Heron French Cheese Company. Somebody told me this is world famous, so I don't know. It's another one of those things like the biggest ball of twine. I'm not sure. But, you know, I didn't know they were famous for cheese here in Tillamook, Oregon. But the guy I was buying some cherries from, and he told me I can't miss this place. So I stopped in and I'm gonna get some cheese maybe. I don't know. There it is, Tillamook Creamery. World famous. I'm here at Tucker's, and this is Truckies. I'm sorry. Who? Give me your name and...
Okay, I'm Lori Truckee. I've been here 40 years, and this is our little gas station, RV park and convenience store. We have a tackle store as well. Anyway, we sell these razor clam guns, and there's all kinds of varieties, and we have inexpensive ones, and then we have the Cadillac. And when you're digging a clam, a razor clam, you point it toward the ocean and dig down in the sand like this, and there's a little hole here which creates a vacuum, and you pull that up and then you get a chunk of sand and you shake it out, and inside is your razor clam. So if you want to know where to dig, there's a little dimple in the sand, and usually a little hole in the dimple, and you dig at low tide. A minus tide is the best.
Yeah,
and
the real low tide. Yeah,
low tide. And so you can walk way out where the ocean is.
Yeah.
We have been digging clams for years, and this year is one of the best.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Everybody. So what do you do with the clams? I mean, you make clam chowder, or do you steam them? How do you eat them?
We usually bread them.
Oh.
And so you clean them out, open them up like this,
Yeah.
and flour, egg, milk, and breadcrumbs.
Right.
And then you can fry them, or you can bake them.
Okay.
Or you can chop them all up and add onions and different kinds of flavors and make little clam patties.
Cakes and
Yeah,
stuff
clam
like we
cakes,
call
yeah.
them clam cakes. Yeah.
clam
I don't
cakes.
even know what
They're
we call
delicious.
them. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. I'm here at Truckies. $5.65 a gallon. That's not bad compared to the $7 I was paying in California. But it's a cool little place. The owner's like running around like a chicken with her head cut off, working. So that you can also rent one of these crab traps so you can go crabbing. And the licenses are like $10 a year for a local, and I think it's $19 for 3 days if you're a out-of-stater, you know. But anyway, they got all these like gauges for checking. Let me see if I can find one again. Oh, here they are. Here's these gauges right here. That's for checking the size of your crab, make sure it's the right size and stuff. All sorts of stuff here. Bait bags, everything. Nice. Great little place. So if you're ever in Oregon, on the Oregon coast, come to Truckies. All right, it's Tuesday, June 28th, and it's, I don't know, about 7:30 in the morning. I got on the bike this morning. It was kind of drizzly out. So, yeah, I made some tracks, and then, you know, it's still kind of overcast a little bit, but I stopped here for a cup of coffee. I had a little breakfast, a little cereal and stuff at the motel. They didn't have breakfast, but I've been bringing along that cereal and stuff. So anyways, we got right to it today. But hoping, I got a room for 2 nights in Bellingham. And that's the kind of jump off point for the ferry to Alaska. So I'm really gonna dig into that and find out the timing of boats, and you know, it's kind of, there's a lot to it, and where and how long and everything, and make a decision at that point about Alaska. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to Alaska. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna get there. So, and I should be able to make my 4th and final corner of the United States in Blaine, Washington today. So anyways, I spent the night at this nice little beach town, Rock Beach or whatever, Rockaway Beach, and it was pretty cool. Beautiful, beautiful beach. Not much there, but beach. And it was nice. No one was in the water though. It was like everyone was like sort of walking on the beach, but no one was swimming. That water looked cold, and it's been kind of cold here. I asked someone, and it has been seasonally cold, they said. So I guess it's not always this way, but anyway, more to come. So this is what I was trying to explain in there was another video I took of a logging truck. But anyway, so this is a logging truck. So when it's empty, I don't know how they get that thing up there, but that's the trailer. So then they haul the trailer up on the truck, and they have the tongue hanging up there. They have this little V weldment there, or some sort. We call them headache guards in Maine, because if you get a log through the head, it causes a headache. So anyways, I guess that's why they call it that. But anyway, I just thought that was pretty cool, and you could see the chains hanging off the truck even now in June. They still have the chains there. Probably just don't take them off, I guess. But that's, you know, that's quite the rig, you know. Carries a lot of logs. I'd love to know how they get that thing up there, whether there's some sort of winch or something. Maybe I gotta take a closer look. So the wheels of the trailer sit in this little cradle down here. And and they have a big strap going around the tire, and the front one fits in a little cradle also. But you know, I don't know, it just fits right in there. I don't know how the hecky they get it up here though. Maybe they lift it up with the, you know, the log loader and just, you know, where they are, and just put it up here, I guess. Anyway, for all you loggers or whatever, there you go. Quite the rig. So here is a tsunami alarm horn or whatever thing. Now I got the poop on this whole tsunami thing. Evidently, it wasn't too long ago that they had like a big storm surge that messed things up pretty badly. It wasn't a tsunami, but then Japan had that huge tsunami that like destroyed everything and killed thousands of people. And so I guess they got kind of, you know, they figured that maybe they could have a tsunami here, you know, being in the Pacific. So they came up with all these tsunami warning signs. So if you go down into a low area along the coast, certain distance away from the coast, you know, they've done studies and everything. So now, you know, the alarm would go off, and they test these alarms too. Every, you know, like month, they test them on a certain Sunday at a certain time, and they give a special little tone to them. Also, anybody in a tsunami like threat area has to have a plan to, like the woman I was talking to at the motorcycle shop there, she was telling me all about it, and they had to have a plan that if the alarm went off, they were supposed to evacuate to a certain place, you know, and every business that was in this area had to have a plan, you know, submitted and all this. So I, you know, I guess they never had a tsunami, but they don't want to, you know, they want to be prepared. They don't want to end up like what happened in Japan, I guess. So, but anyways, so there you go. I guess, you know, it's like the Boy Scouts, you know, you want to be prepared. So, yeah, there you go. But they spent a crap load of money doing it. Anyway, more to come. Hey, oh, wait a minute, don't go. I'm in here in Chinook, Washington. This is the port of Chinook. Chinook is king salmon, basically. It's a king salmon fish, and there's quite a few boats out here, but I mean, there's way more slips than there are boats. I'm wondering, you know, if like it's off season or something here or whatever. But anyway, Port of Chinook, Washington. I love these little, I always, you know, if I see a little, you know, dock or something, I gotta come down and check it out, because that's, I don't know, that's where my interests lie, you know. I like Camp Ellis, the mouth of the Saco River in Maine. You know, it's one of my places. Anyway, more to come. I got a little drizzly rain, and I'm in Seaview, Washington here, and I decided to stop into this Molly station for a cup of coffee and to get my, you know, get my route set up to how I'm gonna get to Bellingham. Anyways, place is pretty cool. I came in here, and it's a tiny little place. I got, hey, dude, what's your name, man?
My name's Brandon.
Brandon?
Yes.
You live right around here, huh?
Yep.
He's the cook. Cheap bottle washer, right? All right.
That's right.
I might have a little bite, but right now I'm having a cup of coffee. But it's really interesting because the guy took up like quite a bit of his restaurant here in the seating, because it's not very big, because he's like, he likes these trains. You can see, I think this is HO. Not positive, but pretty sure it is. HO train and models. But he's got a lot of stuff in here. Anyway, Brandon, I might have something, a little bite to eat here.
All right.
I was just talking to this guy in the forklift. He says I could just see up here. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm sure you can. There's oysters and plenty of them. Holy guacamole. Here we are, Pacific Seafood, South Bend, Washington. Pretty cool. Hilton's Northwest grown oysters. Man, they got some oysters here. Holy crap. Look at them things coming over that thing. All right, this is it, man. There's some oysters here. So these are the boats, oyster boats. South Bend, Washington. This is the whole fleet they got here. They got dump trucks for dumping probably the shells. I saw a huge pile of shells out up the road here. But you can see there's all sorts of clam shells and stuff here, but I don't know, that's just a natural. Oh, there's some juice coming out of that truck. Seagulls on top of that trailer. But yeah, man, 1, 2, 4 of these boats. Yeah, looks like the fisherman there probably done, or fisher girl too, probably done for the day or going out or whatever they're doing. But it looks like those are the rigs they use to drag. See that metal thing sitting on the dock is probably one of the drags they use to drag up the oysters. I don't know, there might be some, they might be farming them too, I don't know. But I don't know, that's a drag right there. So they're going out catching them off the bottom like we would scallops or whatever, you know, up north, up in not, you know, back home in Maine. My friend Danny, he does scalloping in the winter. But there you go, man. It's like a constant flow of those oysters coming out of there, and then they're going down over there, and who knows, they're processing in the building there. Anyway, I couldn't help but stop here, this little village in South Bend, Washington. Pretty cool little operation. Oh, I should have talked to that girl there. Fisher girl. There's some catamarans here. Look at the size of that boat. Look at the Suburban underneath it, just to give you a little perspective. Imagine the mast that goes on that. It's got to be a sailboat, you know, because that's what this one is. This one's a little smaller than that one over there, but it's got a nice mast on it. Pristine, I think it's called. It's called Pedigree. Pedigree catamarans. Wow. They make some big cats. Nice. Right up here in South Bend, Washington. Or I think I'm a little north of South Bend. But anyway, here we are. This place over here, I stopped in to see if they built the boats over here. But she said no, they grow weed. A lot of weed. He's got a load of logs. Holy crap. All right, I'm in Port Townsend. I'm ready to get on the ferry here. Hey, what's your name, dude?
Dustin Jacobson.
Dustin Jacobson.
Brad Jacobson.
Brad Jacobson and
Luann Jacobson.
Luann Jacobson. This is a family, husband, wife, and son, and they're gonna hop on the ferry. They're heading to Alaska. So I think I'm gonna pick their brains and try to find out how to go to Alaska. So,
All right.
hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
You bet. You bet.
We made it. This is the Peach Arch State Park in Blaine, Washington. And as you can see, my motorcycle, and I am here. So this is the fourth and final corner of the Four Corners trip. And it's June 29th. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I made it to Bellingham last night, and it was kind of rainy all day yesterday, so I kind of modified my trip and this and that. I did taking a ferry and a little bit yesterday, going over to, from Fort Townsend. But anyways, I made it here, and now the question is, do I go to Alaska? And I'm still kind of like wondering about that. I'm pretty sure I want to go, and I think I will. The only thing is the ferry, because I couldn't. You had to buy a ticket way in advance, and I didn't really know when I was going to arrive up here, and I didn't want to like sit in a motel for 2 weeks, which I could get a ticket for like August 28th or something, but that's a couple of months away or whatever, so I mean, it just, the logistics of it all, in the tickets are very, very expensive, almost as much as I've spent on my whole trip to this time. So it's like huge money. And anyways, so I think I'm just gonna hop on the bike and head up into British Columbia and the Yukon, and then up into Alaska. I would like, I don't know, I gotta kind of decide how I'm gonna go about it and what routes I'm gonna take, but I'd like to go up into Anchorage, which is a long way over there, and then to Fairbanks, and then back. And then I don't even know what I'm gonna do, whether I'm gonna go across Canada or go across the US. I'm thinking I might just go across Canada and save going across the northern part of the US for, more to come type thing, for another trip. But anyway, I made it, and I'm gonna go down here and go to the Peace Arch, and they have one down in Tijuana where people from either side of the border can meet, and without having to cross the border. For whatever reason, somebody can't get across the border or whatever, and they can meet family and friends, and pass. One guy explained to me, the past documents that one of them might need, or whatever, just communicate letters and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm here. I made it. I'm gonna go unwrap a nice fat cigar that Chrissy gave me, and I'm gonna relax and sort of ponder the moment. All right, hold on a minute. Here's the Peace Arch, Children of a Common Mother. And I'm on the American side right here. And there's the American flag and flowers stuff. There's the border. I'm actually on the other side of the border. I'm not, I guess. Well, I don't know. I'm in the park though. So, and it says the park is closed. So I don't know. You know, maybe I'm gonna get in trouble again. Anyway, 1814, open 100 years to 1914. I don't know if you can, I think you can read that. It says do not enter, so I'm not gonna go past these. May these gates never be closed. Oh, so there's some gates here, and it looks like they're bolted right on the side, so you can't close them. So 1814, open 100 years, 1914. This is it. This is the arch. May these gates never be closed. There we are. All right. So this says do not enter. So I'm not going over there because that's the Canadian flag. I'm hoping, pretty sure you can see it. And there over there is Peace Arch Park. And that's what I came in on over there. From there. But really nice manicured place. So now the question is, I got a few things to do today. I'm gonna go to a place called Cycle Gear. That's where I bought my motorcycle jacket, over in North Conway, or Conway, I guess it wasn't North Conway. But they no longer are over there. I think they're in Manchester, New Hampshire now. But they're also one over here in Bellingham, and they're like an internet kind of, you know, motorcycle supplies or whatever, you know, gear and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm going there and I want to see if I can't get a pair of riding pants, because I want, you know, I want to pick up a pair of those because I have a feeling that I'm going to be needing them if I do go to Alaska. So I'm going to do that. Also, I don't know whether I'm going to do it today or probably tomorrow. When I get over to Canada, I'm going to need to go to like a Walmart and get a either a SIM chip for my phone and buy a service or whatever, because once I go over the border, my phone is not going to work, and I depend upon that for you know, getting my motels and, you know, doing all that. You know, obviously I use the phone for a lot of stuff, but you know, GPS, it works a lot better than the GPS on the van. I mean on the yeah, my van, on the bike, for like looking at the map and stuff like that. Also, I want to pick up a map of Alaska and British Columbia and the Yukon. I want to pick up hard copy maps in case I get to a point where you know, the GPS on the phone doesn't work, this or that or whatever. I just want a real live map on my bike, because I kind of found that maybe I should have picked up, I had an atlas in my hand a while ago, and it was a small little atlas. It would have fit on the bike perfect, and I didn't buy it. You know, it's one of those things, you know, you should have bought it when you saw it at Martin's, and you know, I didn't, you know, and I should have. But I don't know if I'll find one like that again, but I think I'm gonna go, you know, check it out, check around Walmart, this and that, and see if I can't come up with something like that. I'm gonna do a little shopping. I want to get a pair of, like, you know, glove liners, and there's a few little things that I kind of want to get. My hands are getting a little bit cold with those gloves. I mean, they have been really good in the past, but I don't know, I just seem to be, maybe I'm getting old. But my hands seem to be getting a little colder than they used to. So there you go. You know, I made it to the park here. I made it up did the 4 corners. I got the my route on my GPS on the bike, and I'm gonna go back there now and go over all the numbers that I had for you know, the ride, you know, mileage and this and that. So anyways, I'm gonna do that next, and then I'm gonna go, you know, I'm gonna do a little shopping and stuff, and then I'm gonna go back to the motel, and I got like 3 days of you know, video and stuff that I gotta try to edit and get together and post, and so that you guys can see this, and then take it from there, you know. So for you guys that have been watching all along, you know, I don't know, thanks a lot. You know, I'm really just doing this for family and friends and stuff like that. I got no illusions of anything else, and people I run into, you know, that I interview or whatever, I give them a little piece of paper that Robin made for me on her computer with my name and my, you know, stuff for so they can get on the YouTube channel. So anyways, there you go. I'm here. I made it. I'm happy about it. And there you go. More to come. Here's my GPS. So I have something here that says track, and what I did here was you know, I set this right after I left my house in Waterboro on Route 5 down by the Shop and Save, because I forgot to set it when I left the house. But as you can see, and I hope you can see it, I have 9419 miles, so 9,419 miles. My time is 242 hours and counting. Moving 195 hours. I was stopped 46 hours and 44 minutes. And this is like when the GPS is on, I guess. My average speed is 39 miles an hour. My average moving speed is 48 miles, and I was embarrassed. I'm kind of embarrassed to show you that. Max speed 103, and that happened when I was on that Route 10 in Texas, and I had some guy that was passing me and then going in front of me and slowing down, and he did it a number of times, and then I just said, well, I gotta get away from him. So I cranked her up, and you know, I'm still a little bit of a kid at heart. So there you are, 103 miles an hour I went, and whatever. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Anyway, that's it. 9,000. Oh.